Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. Today we're gonna attempt to fly the brand new Fokkin 28 by Just Flight that just came out this week. I've already taken this plane in the air for a few times just to test it. I started on a runway with the systems running. I watched the tutorials on how to start it up, and also yesterday I tried to do this exact same flight while also recording it, but it was more or less a disaster, unfortunately. I was expecting some mistakes, but I made some grave mistakes, which led me to the decision to just re-record the flight and do things a little bit more professionally this time. Again, as we used to on this channel, we're not gonna do things 100%, use the checklists and stuff. No. We want to hit like a middle ground between just flying around for fun and total realism and total professionalism. Fly this plane as it is intended to, use the systems correctly, but not pay too much attention to the checklists and the proper procedures. Just see that everything is running correctly, everything is set correctly, so you can conduct this short hop in a safe manner, so everyone on board survives. I think we're gonna have about 60 passengers today, a little bit of cargo, not much fuel, and we're gonna take this plane from here, from Auckland International, up north to Whangarei Airport, which is a small regional airport with only just above 1,000-meter runway. So this is going to be a proper challenge. So stepping into the cockpit, let's set the fuel first. I reckon 3 tons of fuel altogether is plenty for this flight. It's only gonna be about, say, 20 minutes. It's including departure and arrival, should be around 80 nautical miles. So we're not gonna be in the air for very long, which is exactly what we want. We want to fly this plane, we want to mostly hand fly this plane and get to know it, how it behaves, how it reacts. We're gonna use the autopilot, I guess, for short while in cruise, just so we can pull up the map for the approach at Whangarei Airport. But with all that said, let's start this show. So the fuel is set, cargo can stay at this, passengers can stay at this, 65 passengers. Doors can be open for now. Let's get into the overhead panel, start the battery, turn on the APU master, wait for the door to open. Generator 3, I learned the hard way, has to be off or else the APU won't start. You can already turn on one of the packs. This will start automatically then when the air is turned on from the APU. You can also already arm the emergency lights. All else can stay as is for now. So, light is illuminated. Up here MTGT is rising with the APU. And these ambient sounds from the FS realistic mod, I feel they're a tad too loud. Also, you always hear traffic without seeing it. So, well. Okay, generator can come on. That's awesome. And the air can come on. This is opening. And we got some air conditioning in here. So scanning down the electrical panels. These gens should go to off reset, generator 1 and 2, the engine generators. The rectifier units can stay on. This is all closed and guarded. APU is running fine, no lights illuminated. Engine start panel is good, everything is off. Air conditioning is set, leader supply is on auto, on. It's all set, we got air. The anti-ice panel, this is off. This is off reset. Also good. Engine anti-ice is off. Windshield heating for now is off. And pitot and vane heating is also off. We can turn the no smoking and the seatbelt signs on. So we're pretty much set on the overhead for the time being. Let's have a look at the clear shield here. This is the autopilot panel and this is the flight director panel. Flight director can come on. We're going to set it to 10 degrees pitch up. And heading mode. Let's open the charts for a second. So we're going to take off here on runway 23 left. And then do a right turn towards the, oh my god, Whangarei we are, with course 328 inbound and also outbound, and the outbound course of 328 will lead us directly to Whangarei. So this here is only a DME, so we cannot use it as a VOR, but as a backup we'll set the 326, the Whangarei NDB on our ADF just for some more guidance. Right, so we can already set 328 here and 328 here. Heading, we want to have the runway heading set, so we search for November Zulu Alpha Alpha. Two, 3, 1 is the runway heading. We're gonna only have a short taxi down here. Oh, excuse me. 2, 3, 1 is roundabout here. Good, so this is set. Let us set the Whiskey Papa VR. This is 116.4. So this has to be turned on. TV comes on. This is also on. And DME comes on. We're gonna set 117. 3 on this side, which is the Whiskey Romeo, the Whangarei DME. Lift dampers are in and the fuel valves are open, same on the other side. Down here we can also check gears down, flaps are up, lift dampers are up, the speed brake is in, the lift dampers are up, not armed. This is already set for takeoff. No lights for the moment. Apparently, in real life, the F28 didn't have that much of electric power, if I understood correctly. So we'll wait with turning these lights on until we're ready for the startup. Good. This is really colorful. I like it. Looks like a kid's toy. So the ADF left and right can come on, and we're gonna set 326. Two, 5, 6. Do we have an NDB here? No NDB here, maybe. I thought we could test the functionality. But again, I tested it before and it worked, so shouldn't be a problem here. So this is on. This is not set, and we don't need it. On the comms, let us have the ATIS. That's 1270. So that's 127. And 0. Hello. Are you not on? Or 127.8 maybe? Let's turn this on. How about
Auckland Airport information,
Okay.
Oscar 2000 Zulu. Wind 230 at 15. Visibility 6. Sky condition, ceiling 1,900 feet broken. Temperature 14. Dew point 10. QNH 30.06. ILS runway 23 DFR aircraft, say direction of flight. All aircraft read back, hold short instructions. Advise controller on initial contact, you have Oscar.
right? So the QNH is set and reading just about 20 feet, which is the airport elevation of Auckland. We got no flags in the artificial horizon. Radar altimeter is reading 0. I can already set the speed box here for flap 11 takeoff. We check that 126, 135, and 135. Why is that not showing correctly? Does that make a difference? That's kind of strange. 130. Oh wait, 126, 135. Just keep that in mind. Good. So this is not it's not receiving anything for the moment, which is expected. Also, the VOR is not being received at the moment, since it's not the VOR directly at the airport, but a VOR en route. So we're gonna receive that once we are airborne. Vertical speed indicator reading 0. And I want to have the old school one. And everything else can stay as is. Good. So quick scan on the first officer side, it's all looking good, no flags showing. Let's click away this warning. This set correctly at 170 for the temperature today. We'll get some low pressure lights and stuff on, it's just to be expected. Everything else looking good. Fuel pumps can stay off until engine start. Again, lights can stay off for now. This is all set. This is all set. This can go to standby. These are off. And these are all on and lights illuminated. Gas clock is up. So, alright. So it looks like everybody's here. 65 ghost people. Let's close the door. Or can we open the window? No, we can't. Set the trim for takeoff. And let's get ready to start the engines. Oh, one thing we forgot. Oh, we're gonna stay at 10,000. This is fine. Yesterday I flew at 8,000. But we can go to 10. This plane climbs very quickly. Good. So let's pre-plan our pushback. Again, we're departing towards the west. So, nose to the east. About so. And about so. That's looking good. Turn on the electric pump for a second so we get some pressure in the hydraulic system. I hope this is enough to pressurize the brakes so we can remove the chocks. So this can come off. Park brake is set. Chocks can be removed. This is also showing parking brake removed. Which is a bit strange. But let's get enough and the strobe lights on and start the pushback.
To ground.
This is ground. Stand by.
Right, so now all the fuel pumps can come on. Starter master on. No need to turn off the air conditioning, this is done automatically.
Okay, sir. The bypass pin is installed. All doors and hatches closed and all ground equipment is removed. Please set parking brakes. Please set parking brakes.
Yes, yes. Do we have to set the chocks?
The parking brakes are set. You may lift.
That's strange.
Parking brake set. Lifting the aircraft.
We're cleared for start and push.
Okay, cleared for push start. Please release parking brake.
Parking brakes are released.
Commencing pushback. You can start the engines in sequence.
It will start in the sequence.
Okay, so apparently the chocks are our parking brakes. Good, so starting number 2. Waiting for about 15% in the high pressure turbine. Fuel cutoff goes to start. Starter lights illuminated. And the oil pressure is rising. So that's all come alive. 50%. We're going to open and start number 1. That wasn't enough. Oh my god.
Okay, pushback completed. Please set your parking brake.
All doors and hatches are closed, he said. I'm just gonna pretend we didn't see
Parking
that.
brake set.
Parking brake set.
So
Lowering
20%
aircraft.
going to start.
Ground. Startup is complete. You may disconnect.
Roger. Good engine start. Clear to disconnect. See you at the side. Have a good flight.
Holding position waiting for the visual. Thank you and goodbye.
And all lights out coming up on 50. This goes to open. Let's get the gas plug off so we don't forget that the air damper can come on. Generator 2 comes on, generator 1 comes on. APU air comes off. Both packs are running. Generator 3 off reset. And APU can come off. That's all good, that's all good, that's all looking good. All lights off. This will stay off for now, of course. Engine anti-air is going to go to auto. Windshield heating to low. Pitot and vane heating comes on now. Again, quick scan, all looking good, all within the green. That's set, that's set, that's set. Flaps coming to 11. And showing 11. Did I not turn the yaw damper on? Right. Let us taxi to runway 23 left. This we can close now. Of course, taxi light extend and on. Looking at some strong winds today, but more or less directly down the runway. So shouldn't be too much of a challenge in departure and also approach. Also, I forgot to set the sensitivity. I wanted to reset the sensitivity. It's very sensitive. Just want to have a slight expo curve in there. We can do that once we are on the holding point of the runway. We can already extend the landing lights. What a cute little jet. Alright, coming up on Alpha 1. And we're gonna stop here. Right before we go, I'm gonna have a short break here and set the sensitivity of my controls, and then we are ready for departure. Okay, so that's done. So we can get all the lights on. Also turn the transponder on.
Come through, please take your seats with you.
Right, let's line up. Okay, so takeoff. Holding it on the brakes. Setting power 100%.
Power set.
And go. Check.
Rotate.
Go.
Not sync. Positive climb. Gear up.
Gear up.
Flaps up.
Flaps up. Passing 1000. And we're dropping the nose a bit for the acceleration.
Set climb power.
I'm not really sure what the climb power is. Let's just reduce a little bit and go down to about 10 degrees pitch. Also set an intercept course. VR has come alive. So there's a 30-degree intercept. Nice. So landing lights can come off. Of course the taxi light can also come off and retract. Another really nice plane to hand fly by Just Flight, just like the 146 Professional. It's a real airliner. It's a complicated airliner, but it flies like a business jet. Very nimble. So we're coming up from the VR, and from then it's 62 miles, just straight. Also passing 8,500 feet, so coming up on our 10,000 feet cruise level today. A little bit more thrust, I guess. We're still gonna learn all the little quirks of this plane, so I'm already making a lot of mistakes. But with time comes professionalism. So we just passed the VR. So full needle deflection to the right. We're gonna correct a little bit to the right, but we're only 1.7 miles away. So it's gonna come right back in once we gain some distance. So there's 10,000 feet. Trimming out the plane. A little bit turbulent today, just a little bit choppy. So we can engage the autopilot. Going to beam, so we follow the radial, and also hide mode is engaged at 10,000 feet. Speed's looking good, about 270, 280. Very nice. So we are 17 miles from the Whiskey Park Bar VR. Again, 62 miles in total until Whangarei. This now shows, just came in, shows the distance to the airfield, 44 miles. It's now a good time probably to watch the approach, to look at the approach in Whangarei Airport. So let's search that up. November, Zulu, Whiskey, Romeo. No, not. I want to search for airports. Whiskey, Romeo. So there are only on-off approaches to this airport. But if I remember correctly, we have indicator lights that show us the route. So we're coming in pretty much perpendicular to the runway, gonna break off to the right, and then fly curve inbound. Airport is at 133, so pretty much sea level. It's on a small plateau, but we need to drop 10,000 feet, and at a 3-degree angle, this should be around 35 miles. So we should start the descent now. So let's go to indicated airspeed. It doesn't want that, okay. Let's just turn the autopilot off and fly by hand. We don't need a gear now. Let's get some speed brake out. Decelerate to 250 knots. Turn this to 0. You can already extend and activate the landing lights. Things are gonna get hectic real quick. So everything we can do now, we should do now. So speed's at 250, speed brakes in. $27 miles out. More speed brakes. Good thing we have those. This plane is really hard to decelerate. Not sure why the ADF is not working. Well, it doesn't matter. We're gonna find the airport anyway. Maybe we can't be too far away at 17 miles. This also doesn't seem correct. We're gonna have a flaps 42 landing, 121 VREF. That's not what the speed box showing. So the airport should be around here. We're gonna fly straight towards it. And then break off to the right, fly along the shoreline, and land. Just apply a little more speed brake. So we get into the range to set the first stage of flaps. Below 200. So flap 6.
Flaps 11.
Flaps 11. Gears coming down. So apparently because of the lower oil pressure when on approach on a low power setting, the gear takes much longer to extend than to retract. Which is a neat little fact. And now let's concentrate. So I don't know if you can see it, but here are the curved line of blinking lights. Yes. So we're gonna aim for that. Continue a shallow descent. Let's not get too fast. Give it another stage of flap. This cannot go back to takeoff. About 130, 40 should be a good approach speed. And nearing 1,000 feet. It's all feeling very good. Next stage of flaps. That's checked.
Speed.
Got it.
Speed.
Full flaps. Let's continue descending. Don't level off.
Speed. Speed.
Yes, yes.
Speed.
Fuel is inside. 120. A tad high. Speed's looking good. A bit slow maybe.
100 feet to minimum. Minimum.
There is. Continue.
50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
And we're done. Welcome to Whangarei. And I did not forget the lift bumpers and speed brakes this time. I forgot to arm them. But I extended them manually, so no worries. Man, that's cool. What a cool plane. Well done, Just Flight, well done. In my eyes, and in my like limited experience, really one of the best developers. I got the 146, which is a real beauty. I got the Piper 28, and now the Fokkin 28, which are really my best add-ons. Apart from the Mad Dog, of course. The Mad Dog is also something else. But it also comes with a price, of course. As do these planes. So let's taxi back to the gate, clean up the aircraft. Flaps coming up. This is all in. Starting the APU. Vacating the runway, we can turn on the taxi lights, turn off the landing lights. It really wants to taxi. It really wants to taxi fast. So this can go back to standby, your damper can come off. Generator comes on. So where do you want me to be? You're standing in the way, bro. Just gonna take the stand directly in front of the terminal here. So taxi light can come off. And engines can come off. Clack. Let's go to off reset. This comes off, this comes off. This comes off. This comes off. And get this off also. Also fuel pumps can come off. Very well. Well, this cannot stay on for turnaround. And I think we have a completed flight. Let's enjoy the music for a bit. It plays automatically once we're landed. Man, what a beauty. Hello there. So, alright. Well, I'd say that was a successful flight for the level of professionalism that we were displaying. Everyone's alive. Landing was okay. We cannot butter this such a, let's say, large plane on such a small runway. We have to get on the ground, firmly on the ground. Otherwise we'll have an overrun. So for that, why are we still strobing? Because we have left them on. So that can all come off. Nice, so that's looking good. Where was I? Like, if you enjoyed the content, if you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe. I'm trying to build up a channel. I think it's not a secret that I'm just starting up. No, I gotta get a hang of this whole talking while doing stuff thing. It's still very difficult for me. But with practice, I think you have to just suck for a while. Accept that you suck for a while, and then you get better with time, which is exactly my goal. So, subscribe to the channel, stay tuned for more content to come, and if you made it this far, thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.